Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are when you're getting this stream. Um, Back again discussing someone that I've discussed before on my channel, and previously also others have discussed this person on their channels. This person is a trans activist and trans woman. Okay, this trans person has been on multiple um, multiple social media apps, including TikTok, saying that and providing prescription hormone medication to minor children. Mind you, this person is not a doctor, does not have a DEA license to prescribe medications, and not a licensed doctor to be able to have these prescription medications delivered to minor children. Okay, she's called to action about herself and others in the trans community that are um, pretty much on her side when it comes to this in making and getting minor children prescription medications. Okay, and we know how harmful this is to have a child given medication not provided by a doctor, especially hormone medication, something that needs to be strenuously regulated and watched with blood work and other things because it could be very extremely harmful, maybe even possibly life threatening to these children that are getting these medications. There is a DEA tip line. I wish I had it on me to be able to put a link to it. It can be found if you Google search it to report this person. I have reported this person to the DEA tip line, and I'm in the process of looking up the NYPD tip line to be hopefully it's my plan to also report Eli, this trans delusional dumbass, to the NYPD as well. Whether you agree with what this medically transitioning children or not, I do not. This should be pulling up a red flag. This is somebody you don't want anywhere near close to sending or to having any contact with your child. It is abuse, child abuse, plain and simple. For 2 years or more, this person has been doing this. He said I've seen people also talk about Eli 2 years, at least 2 years ago, and I'm just trying to imagine how many reports might have already been made, and I still see this person as free. Okay, to 6 days ago and 2 days ago, Eli has been on Pierce Morgan Uncensored. 2 days ago, Eli was confronted by Brianna Wu, who was also a trans woman, been called out and asked why she is committing a federal felony. Because it's a federal felony to impersonate a doctor and to impersonate having a license to prescribe medication from the DEA. And it's a felony to send medication in the mail when you don't have a license, or when you're not a licensed RX provider, prescription provider, a pharmacy. You're not it's not a pharmacy, not a licensed pharmacy that would also have a DEA license to be able to do so. Why this person is still free to be able to do this is beyond me. What I'm trying to do is warn parents. Please keep an eye on the social media of your children. Because this stuff, if it hasn't caused harm, it will. It will cause harm to children. Please also, if you can, find a way to report this person. There's a DEA tip line. It's an NYPD tip line. I believe that's where this person lives, is somewhere in the 5 boroughs of New York City. Doesn't make it fact. That's where I believe this person lives, is in New York City, one of the 5 boroughs, or counties, however you would like to word it. Doesn't matter. What matters is this person needs to be put behind bars and be in prison for willfully and intentionally committing criminal acts that could lead to the harm and medical harm of children, while not being a doctor, not being licensed to prescribe medications, and not licensed to dispense medications, particularly to minor children. This person has been online saying that they will send these prescriptions and has done so. It is my belief that this person will continue to do so until they are stopped legally by the law enforcement. Your children deserve better. And all I want to do is be able to see people be able to keep their children safe if they're gender questioning. And that is not keeping children safe. It is not keeping children safe. They deserve better. Okay, I don't believe children should medically transition. They should have proper mental health therapy. And that is not the kind of therapy that says, oh, okay, yep, you're trans. No, that doesn't work. I'm not trying to say that they should be talked out of being that. What I'm saying is do a deep dive. Have a therapist in a compassionate way can talk to the child and find out what's going on. The gender questioning may be okay. They were born in the way they should be, and might be lesbian, gay, or bisexual. More than 80% of children who do not go on hormone blockers or hormones do not transition. We find it at exact opposite when children are being put on these hormone blockers and cross-sex hormones. It's just sickening what Eli is doing. Yes, Eli Erlik is a trans woman, but I'm going to call him Mr. Eli Erlik. Call him whatever you want. If you're committing a criminal act, you do it against and impersonating a doctor with a license to prescribe and or deliver prescription medications to minor children, you're a criminal committing child abuse and impersonation, which are all felonies. That kind of irresponsible actions can hurt children, seriously hurt children. So anyway, please just be mindful if you have a gender questioning child. Make sure they're not being exposed to people like this, or if they are, that they get cut off from being exposed to people like Eli Erlik. Because that's not medical care. It's child abuse and child butchering. Willfully child butchering. Willful criminal acts against children and child. Willful child abuse. And she knows it. And she knows it's, he knows it's indefensible. There's no defense for it. And Eli knows this. Eli Erlik, if you end up in prison, I have no sympathy for you. Zero. Because you know what you're doing is wrong. On so many levels. So many levels. Doing something that would willfully doing something that can harm children. Willfully impersonating a doctor who has a DEA license to prescribe medications and or impersonating a pharmacist who has a license to provide medications to children. Eli Erlik, you don't have that capability to do that. You're not a doctor. You're not a pharmacist. It's a crime. So please, whoever comes across this, please look up the tip line for the DEA and the NYPD. I've done it. I've done it more than once. Others have done it more than once. It's been talked about. This person has been talked about doing this, and they've been doing this online, saying, "Yes, I will send you these medications," knowing that this person is not a doctor or a pharmacist. I said children deserve better. They don't deserve to be harmed like this. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of the day. And until next time, we'll see y'all later. Bye for now.